If you're getting to your 30s, you're in your 30s right now, believe me, expanding your circle right now, it's a must. Honestly, even in your 20s, because if you're in your 30s and say you still chill with the same people that you were chilling with when you were in your 20s, most of the time you're probably just going to have, hey, what's going on? How are you? Nothing much, just chilling, same as always. And those are the conversations that I find it you should probably stay away with on a regular basis if you're somebody that's trying to grow or you're just trying to kind of like where I was. You guys like this little ghetto setup that I have here. And welcome to the Ray Kings YouTube channel. Boy, this is gonna be hard. I feel that your 20s basically are there just because they're there for most of us at least. I mean, it's the time of your life when you kind of experiment and all the friendships in your 20s, at least as I feel like it, are just there as friends. But if I speak with personal experience in your 30s, let's just put it this way, it's super important to expand your network circle. Like, I cannot emphasize this enough. So let's rewind the tape basically. About 5, 6 years ago, I was stuck at a dead end job. And to be honest, nothing wrong with the job. Like, it was fine. I had a steady paycheck, and I had stability, like it felt good to be at a stable job, etc. But I felt that I was slowly just becoming super depressed, and I realized that I actually wanted to grow. Like, there was always like that idea in the back of my head thinking that what if I could do more? Like, what if I'm meant to be more? And so on, I feel like it's completely normal for people to think like that. So if you're one of those people like me many years ago, stuck at a job but don't know how to get out, there's a couple of things that I would probably personally suggest and I would like to emphasize. So now that I was stuck at this job, I was still doing things that were consistent. So, number one thing that I consider still in your 30s that you should pay attention to is obviously your mental health and your relationships. It's okay to say no to your old friends, like, it's completely fine. And I feel that in your 30s, you have the right to say no to people. You have the right to decide who you're around with. Like, your proximity is actually a choice, and it's super important. So I was still looking forward to people that would be fueling me, helping me maybe find the right path in my life, and so on. But the reality is I couldn't, so I stuck with books. I went to gym and keeping, listen, like, I'm no saint here. I eat my fair share of burgers and pizzas, obviously, but I do go to the gym twice a week or so on, like, or 3 times a week whenever I find the time to. Like, you need to be physically active. Like, in this noisy world, it is so difficult to tune out. Like, I mean, we're just surrounded by tech and courses and like these ideas of what a perfect life should be like. It gets super confusing. You need to go to the gym to clear your mind. You don't need a six pack, no, but you do need to stay physically active and fit. It's going to come with a lot of benefits, especially if you didn't do that in your 20s. The scars are going to be showing up in your 30s. Right, so I'm basically jumping topics over here. My point being why I talked about my dead end job before was that I was stuck, even though I felt like I was doing like a lot of things correctly. When the moment comes, that lucky moment when you have an opportunity to shine, you better be ready. And I realized that reading all the books, staying fit, paying attention to what I eat, keeping my mind clear, even though I had issues finding where I'm going, I knew that when the time arrives, I will be educated enough to know exactly that this is a good moment, etc., yada, yada, yada. When you're in your 30s, you don't have any more the luxuries of being able to take a bunch of risks, like, quitting my job, going in all on YouTube, etc. This right here I'm doing only for my soul. I expect nothing in return. I probably no views on this video as well, to be honest. But I feel like I'm having my own therapy session here and it's helping me out. And I thought that I might share some of these things with you as well. Obviously, when the moment of luck comes up, it's going to be a risk because you're escaping your comfort zone. So, me finding that there was another company that lacked some of the skills that I already had built on my ongoing job 5 years ago, I decided to quit, and it was terrifying at the time. I was actually, the day that I quit, I had a flu, I remember. And I walked into the job interview with a flu as well. I took a really big risk, but I was lucky enough that during the interview, the CEO stepped in and interviewed me. And honestly, he loved my sales pitch to who I was and a personality and so on. And he offered me a position that I was not qualified for. But the reality was, he was telling me, look, I'll take the time to teach you everything that I know. I need to pass on a few things in order to grow myself and so on. You see how this works? So I spent years at a dead end job hoping to find the moment of luck, and I couldn't get it because I was waiting for a perfect moment to exit, but there was none. I had to take a risk to quit my job, and then I opened up new opportunities myself. I basically took a job that was underpaid at the time. It was very underpaid, and I took it because I knew this was my escape plan. I knew that I could get in, and I knew that I could build something of myself. So I actually took another job, and it worked out. So essentially, 2 years I was working two jobs, but learning at the same time. So within these 2 years, what I did was actually what made me so happy to where I'm at right now. And this risk paid off. In your 30s, these risks might not always pay off, but I was so desperate and unique in the way that I was moving these chess pieces, which are basically people in your life. I found myself around a circle of people that helped me grow. This is probably another point that I want to highlight in your 30s, why proximity is key. Surround yourself with people that not just support you, but literally help you grow. People that fuel you with positive energy, people that do not drain your energy. And the third, the network of your circle should be with people that help you grow, or you can help them. Try to improve your networking skills. Go out to events, go to summits, exhibitions, whatever you want to call them. Go out and socialize. Try to meet positive people that are trying to make positive changes. Try to learn business development, how that goes around. See what your skills are, where you fit maybe in what industry. I mean, honestly, this is like a podcast conversation, but 3 things I wanted to highlight in this video. If you're in your 30s, you need to improve your networking skills for sure. This is literally that can just it is something that has helped me, and I'm constantly growing my network circle all the time. Follow up with people, write to these people, hey, how you doing? See how you can help them, because everybody has problems. And number 2, remember that growth requires friction. You got to put effort in it. Now, and of course, remember what I said when I was stuck at my dead-end job. I was prepared. I was prepared for my moment. So luck meets preparation. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Boy, this is probably like the first YouTube video that we had here. Honestly, this just felt cool sharing. And I hope to share a lot more here. Make sure you smash like. Thank you.